bit. And I don't know who it was. I don't know actually, Buck, if it was you or if it was Combs. I don't know who it was. Man, I think it was you, man, Buck. I think you and I just have a little rivalry thing here going that we don't
It's
understand.
I
But
think I think it's the ginger thing.
yeah, I think it is. It's the ginger thing. Because we all know that at one point a soulless ginger will, completely rule the earth. So we're gonna have to battle it out at some point.
Right.
That's just the way it is. But the whole aspect, and I get in battles on Sports Soup with this all the time. Take the points. Take the points. In the situation, take the points. I get that the scenario says if we score a touchdown from the 2.5 yard line, when you only need a half yard for a first down, but when you have 15 seconds left on the clock, it's fourth and half an inch. It's a 19-yard field goal. Your percentages of kicking that field goal is through the roof. You have a 50-50 chance of getting the ball for first. You just drove down the field. So if you get the coin flip, you know that you can do it and go out there and win that game. For the love of God, take the points. I drive that point all the time. And when coaches get like dribbled on because in the beginning of a fourth or end of third quarter, when fans are like losing their minds because they're behind, they take the points. Do you know what happens almost all the time in those games? That team comes back and wins. And they end up usually winning by 1 or 2 points because they took the field goal, played the percentages, let their defense do some work. Okay. It was a terrible call by the Bills to have Allen run the ball. It just was. You just do something different. But with that said, in the talk of what they should have done, I'm pretty sure it was you, Buck, that said when you're on the road, kick the field goal, and when you're at home, you run the ball. Why does the field make any difference in terms of where you're playing when it comes to those analytics? It makes no sense to me. Your percentage of kicking a 19-yard field goal, whether you're at home or away, is still going to be the same. We're not talking like a 50-yard field goal with a ton of noise. It's a 19-yard field goal. Your coin flip, the crowd doesn't blow like so much energy while the coin is flipping in the air to make it go the way of the other team. You're home, you're away. Kick the 19-yard field goal with 15 seconds to go. Take your 50-50 chance on the coin flip. Get the ball, score the ball. I don't care if you're home or away. I don't understand your thought process of you were criticizing fans who thought you do one thing one way at home and one way away, and you said everyone had it different and it should be the one. I think you're all wrong. Just do what the statistics say will give you the best chance. Kick it, go to overtime, win the ball game.
So I did say kick the field goal for the Buffalo Bills, but I also said if the Tennessee Titans were in that position, I would have went for it because you are the home team. The reason why you would have I would have went for it if I was the home team losing at that opportunity was because I do have the home fan support. I can actually run a play. I can maybe try a hard like a hard count or something to that effect because I believe they had 12 seconds left with one timeout if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you
about
are
15, 18 seconds, something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. If you are the home team and it's a half a yard, try to draw them off sides. Like if you don't call the timeout, like at the point, think of some type of strategy. Do you really want to go into overtime just because Mr. Wallace like himself was just on earlier, and he says the Buffalo Bills, his team could not stop King Henry all night long. So, I mean, I see why they wanted to go for it because they wanted to win the game, but it was raining. Your left guard got destroyed on that play. Josh Allen just is not a very good straight ahead guy. Like he's more of a shitty guy himself. So
Yep.
like, yeah, I mean, it was just a bad play call all the way around. But I do agree take the points on like on that. Go into overtime, especially since you say you had the best defense in the NFL, right? Prove it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. If you think you got the best defense in the NFL and Alpha Rob's out there letting the world know just how good you are, prove it in that aspect. And that's the other thing. I know Derrick Henry is a beast. And I love the fact that people are still like for 2 years in a row saying that the guy is gonna like just done. And he's just did you know like right now the leading rusher in the NFL is him, and then the second leading rusher in the NFL is him after contact, and then
Right.
third is Nick Chubb. Like he's ridiculous. So I get that aspect, but at some point you don't play afraid. This is the NFL. You play and you put your defense out there to stop them. But again, your chances of kicking a 19-yard field goal. I know we've had issues with field goal kickers and everything like that, but those were a lot further away, a lot bigger issues in terms of distance and everything like that the week before. But kick the field goal at their short distance, and it's still they'll someday do something different. I don't know if they will. There's overtime continues to get talked about what you're going to do, but right now, 50-50 chance that Henry doesn't see the ball. You get the ball, take that chance. You just drove it down the field, do it again, and win the game. And instead, they're sitting there with a big L, and everyone now putting them down in their power rankings, as we just talked about, because the Titans were able to stop them. So
Yeah.
I don't get the whole I get what you're saying. If you were the Titans on the home field, you do the hard count, but even then, you go up there to try to get them to go off sides to get a first down to go for one quick play or shot into
Right.
the end zone. But if they don't jump, you call a timeout, and guess what they do when they call the timeout?
Kick a field
They
goal.
kick the field goal. So the
Right.
only way I agree with you in that situation is if you get them to jump off sides, get the first down. You don't kick the field goal.